said you were snipping something.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Thanks for your tenure here.
What? Okay, we live.
Are we?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to IG Live,
Holiday edition.
the holiday edition. Because we don't normally stand around our office like this, but if we did, I would not be upset. But anyways, so this episode is going to be really, really great today because we have, the great team from the office having on some great holiday items, but also showing you some little holiday hacks and everything. We'll talk to you about some holiday stories, and then I want to really thank you all for the submissions on what it means to be a creative pragmatist. We received, how many, Byron? Like 600?
600.
Crazy. So like 600 very well articulated, thought out definitions of what a CP is. And it was really, really warming to read it. It was amazing, the consistency of how you guys think. And I can't wait to announce the really big winner at the end. So it's going to be great. But because we had so many great ones, what we are going to do is we set up 5 little mini prizes. So we are going to read those out as the show progresses. And am I allowed to start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I let the socks?
So, wait, is it 4 mini and 1 big?
No, I'm going to do 5 minutes. Because there were so many, it was really hard to choose. You guys did such a great job. So for the little mini wins, what we are going to do is give you guys a set. So 2 pairs of, I decided to do 2 pairs
Well,
per
yeah,
person.
because you want both initials.
Exactly. So these are the initial socks. So these are alphabet socks. So these are A's and these are S's.
Oh, I wonder why.
Curious.
Notice they're not
So anyway, so the winner, the little 5 mini winners will get the new alphabet socks. And basically this is a way for you to have your own monogram, and you can wear like double A's. You can wear a big, well, she's always wearing that big B, or you can wear like an AS, but we'll give you 2 pairs so that you can get your first name and last name, or you can go hardcore with just your last name or just your first name. So why don't we read out the first? Okay. So, I know, do we have? Okay. So the first one, the handle is the beautiful.
Thank you. So delayed.
So she says, what being a creative pragmatic means to me is never taking the beaten path, but at the same time you carry with you a wealth of knowledge, confidence, and the tools to ensure you're always on the correct course for you. You stand out in a sea of sameness as a beacon of creativity without, pardon my frankness, looking like an asshole. It's a fun place to be, and that fun for me ends up carrying over into every aspect of life. So we love that. That was wonderful. So for you, you are going to get a set of the alphabet socks. Woo! Okay, so that's number 1. Then
we'll share them throughout the hour, right?
Yeah. So 4 more of those little minis to come, and then we'll have the big kahuna. So in the meantime, dressing wise, it's the holidays, and so we wanted to show you how we interpret looks, sometimes to be really dressy and sometimes to be super chill, and then you can decide what you want or what you need. But I'm showing the elastic waist skirt here. And when I wear it with the sweater, I like wearing the skirt kind of lower down. So I've got it with the big sweater. And what I want to show you guys is, for me, hanging around the house during the holidays is so important. We almost never leave. We get puzzles, we just hang out, we play puzzles, or
Play
put puzzles together, and we eat a lot. But what I want to show you is little tricks, right? So if you've got a long sweater like this, just one option, if you just want the front held up, is I've put little safety pins in here. And so these are things like, don't be afraid to do that on a knit pragmatically speaking, if you're putting it on and you're like, you know what, it's a little long, but make it a little shorter and just use safety pins. You don't have to overthink it. And then Grace, who's with us today, made me wear the black tights with the gold sandals. I hadn't thought about that because a lot of you guys had written me asking, do you wear socks with the Larkin sandals? And my response was that I always thought, well, maybe it's a little too thin or whatever. But I do think that when, especially for me, when I'm dressing designed to be inside, absolutely. Like, I don't know that I would walk through, you know, a bunch of sidewalks like this, but I'm definitely hanging out.
And I think that they just like visually are so much lighter than the sweater and the skirt, so it's nice, like
It's a good balance. Exactly. All right, so I'm gonna go make myself a little fancier, and then why don't you, Grace, make her
Catwalk.
Okay.
Well, I will talk about what I'm wearing. This is my favorite dress from actually all of Tibi that's currently on the website. This is from the winter collection. It is the strapless dress. I am wearing it with a Derek flat sling back that Grace was kind enough to bring me from the store in my size. I literally would wear this anywhere. This to me is the dress that I'm wearing to a black tie wedding. Honestly, with a sweater, I'm wearing it to a funeral. I'm wearing, seriously though, this is like, I'm layering it. I'm wearing this to work with a cardigan and a boot. Like, it is dressy, but I think, you know, what we love here at Tibi is taking what we're gonna call like event dressing and making it really work like 365. So that's really what I love about this dress. And for me, it's kind of the perfect length in terms of something that is just right above the floor so I can still move, still dance. But, you know, if I wanted, and I'm 5 feet, and this is a double zero. And so if I did want it, oh, that was crazy. If I did want it shorter, I could easily just take a hair tie and kind of tie up the side and make it have this little like detailing, rouge detail. Oh, and there she is. But wait, there's more. I'm also not opposed to using a safety pin, but I know that there is some concern in terms of like ruining the fabric. But it kind of creates like a different vibe, and I think that you can totally judge this little ball at the side to make it look less like there's a ponytail there.
I like it's like a little bit of a ruching.
Yeah, it's a bit of a ruching. I think, you know, the great thing about this dress is that there's pockets, so that creates a lot of movement, and you can kind of like create a different silhouette. So honestly, like if I'm on the dance floor and I'm getting tired and hot, I'm probably tying up this dress, putting on some flip-flops. Everyone here's laughing, but like you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like you totally break, like tell me you don't have a pair of like Hollywood sandals in your bag.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's just me planning ahead.
Yeah, we're like CPs, we're planners, we're organized, so that's definitely key in terms of like my event dressing wardrobe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm wearing all black. I like the embellishment on the Derek heel, and then I just paired it with this bright coral earrings that is my personal
I
earring.
feel like you're giving me like breakfast at Tiffany vibes.
You know what? I don't hate that.
Which I love.
Which I love, but I think, like, you know, Audrey is so polished and prim and proper, and I like to go there, but I think that I'm a little more, like, you know, low-key, not as, like, done up and like, perfectly cloth, let's say. So this is kind of definitely like my version of that.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your makeup?
Oh yeah, so hi, by the way. Hey guys. I'm Grace. So I have the wool island skirt, and I absolutely love it because this detail is quite beautiful.
And what's great too, I'm sorry, this is backed in a neoprene, so it's not itchy at all on you. And you can do it obviously without one.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what the backing does. It gives it that body without.
I also didn't pair this with stockings because I wanted to showcase just like my complexion underneath.
Yeah.
I think it's like a beautiful feminine like detail, and it's really thick. That's what really it's like the perfect combination of like something delicate with something pretty.
Yeah.
So it's really beautiful. This navy is incredible. And then I have this alpaca ball. I thought it was just so
cute.
fun.
know.
It was like, I just feel like I want to bounce in it. So,
Sounds away.
and I, since we were doing like Christmas kind of like holiday, I just thought that like talk about the holidays, you think of something happy, and I was like, this makes me happy.
Yeah, I think, your checklist when you are getting dressed for the holidays really should be about how do you want to feel that day. And I think you want to feel happy, you want to feel cozy.
Oh, for sure.
It really, kind of the check marks are probably a little bit different than the regular world and when we're going out to dinner or something like that. There's some real like coziness that you want to create around.
We're also mostly celebrating at home, so you're in a warm and safe place. And
Yeah.
you want to just like spruce it up, be
Exude that.
festive, but also like not be constricting and not necessarily overdress when you're home. So you always
Exactly.
find like that balance of like chic and comfort. And then talking about comfort, I have these Brooks on.
The little works are so good.
Yeah, I absolutely love them. I run all day in them.
And we are recutting the lower heel ones.
Yay!
Well, Brooks is a lower heel, but yeah.
They're so good. I mean, I understand why.
They're so good.
But yeah, so that's my little outfit. Super warm, very cozy. A play with fabrics, neutrals, and then just accessorize it with some like statement pieces if you want. But
And what's great too is, this was one, the skirt was in our fall collection and the sweaters from the winter collection. But the skirt was really, like, I loved it with a winter boot and a big navy sweater and wearing it to the office and everything. So I think really when you're dressing for the holidays too, it's a lot about just pull the clothing that you have in your closet out and mix it all together and just have it fit this new vibe that maybe, in September or October you were wearing it with a blazer and a boot and a different mindset. So, all right, cool. Thank you. All right, so we have Stella. So, before Stella gets going, let's read out number 4.
let's do
Okay? All right, so we are going to read out the next. So this is another winner of the alphabet socks. So you get 2 pairs, okay? I don't care if you do them both the same color, but we want you to be able to get your first initials and your last initials. And they're really amazing. So this winner, what are you reading?
You read it?
Okay, cool. You don't need to read the name. We'll let you know if you want.
It says, hello,
Wait, come on,
definition of a CP, a person who recognizes the thinking, actions, conversations, and clothes that make them feel most like themselves, and tries to live in that feeling as much as possible, using style as a tool to do so. Where most see a strained clash between life's demands and style that interests them, CPs see an opportunity to lean into the tension and emerge with something that feels true to them and still keeps up with their day-to-day.
It's so good, right?
That's very tender.
Great
Yeah.
job. No, somebody makes me feel like we.
It's
like,
very
okay,
special.
copywriter hired, and so that, it fits with what you're wearing right now. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing.
That's
like
exactly it.
everything that we read, it was like so consistent with what we're wearing today. So why don't you talk about your little bunny?
Can we remind them what they get?
Kangaroo.
I just did remind
You
them.
picked them up?
I picked him up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Matt, do you want to remind them?
Matt, come out. Show real quick.
You guys are getting socks. 2 pairs. 2 pairs.
So Stella, tell us how you feel in the kangaroo, not bunny.
Wallaby.
Are kangaroos just big bunnies with strong legs?
It can be whatever you want it to be
Okay.
this holiday season.
I'm watching them. Yes, because you're creative.
Yes.
There you go.
This is the Fair Isle kangaroo sweater. I'm wearing the white denim Stella jean from Resort. And I will say,
Nice name.
yeah, we love a Stella around here. I did put these on, and the first thing I said was I have to have these jeans.
Yeah.
They instantly make you feel cool.
What size are you wearing?
I'm a 28. And I'm a 28 across the board in Tibi. And I'm a 6'8" in dresses, just for reference. And then on my feet here, I have my friend John. John Boot. Hi, John.
Those are coming soon, or are they now?
They're
I
coming.
think
They're coming soon. We'll get it.
They're coming soon. Okay.
And we really love this idea of winter white. I think a lot of people are really scared about it and have this idea that clothes should be sacred and not be worn. but here at Tibi, like, we literally wear everything that comes into the office. Whether it's a have-to-have or a 12 mower, we're always wearing something. We're never just like leaving it in the plastic wrap and admiring it. So I think Stella, is fearless, and she is doing everything in this all-white look, and it's okay if it gets a little bit dirty. Clothes aren't meant to be so pristine. And I think that you're easily running errands and then hosting a party or going somewhere outside.
Sure.
And this is just such a fun play on like a winter knit.
And yesterday we had it, it looks so good because Grace had it layered up over the bias dress and then with just the gold slides, and it was really wonderful. So
I think it's really like a transit, like you could really wear this the same way that Amy had styled her sweater before with the gold skirt and had the skirt sitting a bit low and the sweater like long and lean. You can definitely achieve that kind of style with this sweater too. I would pair this with a white pleated skirt, any kind of like white chiffon to like make it feel a little bit lighter and fresh for the holidays. And honestly, I would transition it through the new year.
And for any of you that have the white Celia Drape pants as well, that is what we shot it for in the campaign, and it looked wonderful. So speaking of Celia Drape, why don't we bring up Toretta? Yay, Toretta! Okay, Toretta, would you like to read one of the winners? Okay, so guys, we're gonna do another one of the winners for those socks, and I'll let you read out just that bottom part there. So you're reading out what a creative pragmatist is.
Okay. That's why your brand is so incredible. You know exactly who you are, but you're not afraid to change or take risks. Creative pragmatism to me is finally feeling seen and heard, putting into words something I've always felt but could never explain. A narrative I didn't realize I was craving, a conversation worth having always. Also a feeling of having found my people. It's no coincidence that other CPs are the same people I'd love to grab a drink with. A community of interesting people with a realness and candidness and a love for the art of dressing and how it makes you feel. Thank you. How sweet!
I love this so much because, we have the book coming out next year. We're definitely taking this on the road, doing lots of Creative Pragmatist events, and I really want to bring people together because, like as a mom, like you make friends in high school, right? Like your neighborhood friends, your high school friends, your college friends, the milestone.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times it's like maybe your kid's first play group or whatever,
Right.
you get those parent friends.
Still working on that.
Exactly. And then you get your work friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's kind of hard to find places to find friends after that. And even in all of those categories, those friends are found more by circumstance rather than mindset. So I think what I loved reading about what you guys wrote about what it means to be a creative pragmatist is that there's such a shared mindset here of people who are truly just curious and interested and open-minded, and they love style. And it doesn't mean that it comes with like I hate what you're wearing. Like it's not that.
We're empowering each other, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think next year when we really take this Creative Pragmatist show on the road, which we will, I think you guys are going to be so thrilled to be able to meet each other in real life, and you're going to really make some good new friends. So that's great. All right. So, and before you get into what you're wearing, I did a test wash last night on the Celia Drape. As Toretta's head of product development, she's like, watch what you say here. In my machine, it was wonderful. I did the gentle cycle. It was like for lingerie or whatever. I did low spin, and I hung them up to dry, and they were perfect. They were perfect, and I did it on the shoulder pad top, and it didn't even like puck up the shoulders or anything. Like, it was really good. It was really good. So, if you've got a washer that's like a Maytag, like my parents in their garage, no, do not throw it in that and then come talking to me about why it's in shreds. So it really does depend on what this washer situation's like. but I want to let you know that you can feel safe doing it until you can't. But anyways, you should. All right, for now.
Okay, so what am I wearing? I've got the Celia Drake joggers on. Feeling super comfy, but very chic all at the same time. In a size 6, medium, with the metallic lyrics.
And that's also a 6. And, you know, Charetta, I'm going to like share a little bit of her story. Charetta and her family are very into music and love to dance and sing during the holidays. And so this felt like the right outfit to move in.
For sure.
And, you know, we paired it back to a black sandal with a fishnet tight, which is like kind of one of Amy's favorite moves. And so I think it just makes it like a little bit more fun and festive. And honestly, this works well for, you know, any of the holidays before New Year's, to New Year's, to like going out through the winter. I think it's, you know, because it's a form-fitting top, like you don't need to be so revealing everywhere. I think it like, you know, does the trick and gets it done, like what you're looking for.
And the ruching is really beautiful and compliments you. You know, you don't feel self-conscious. I mean, I feel it's just a beautiful detail added to something that could be more basic. It's just adding a cute, beautiful touch. So
Totally. And then I think back to, you know, all about the versatility of these pieces. Like these are pants that you literally are going to live in. You're gonna get out of bed,
right,
literally just put them on,
so comfy,
and walk out the door. You're wearing a Pinjalano t-shirt and you're ready to go for the day for all of your errands, and then you're just changing the top for evening. So I think this is a great outfit. Oh, and
I'll bring up my little twin, Grace, here. Thank you, Tretta. All right, so Grace, you were like super chilling back there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you've got on the nylon skirt, and I've got it on. What size are you wearing?
A 00.
Okay, so I'm wearing the small, and I'm wearing the regular length in this. Are you wearing the petite length?
No, I'm wearing the regular leg.
The regular length.
So
Okay.
I sized down so that it can hit higher on my torso, so that it can actually hit well on me. I'm 5'1", so if that gives anyone like just a little bit of range of where this falls. But I sized up so it can be higher on my torso.
Yeah.
And then I think with the petite, it's like an inch-and-a-half difference. So compared to
Yeah.
the regular. So I think just so, you know, if you're interested in this particular pant and you're wondering about length, I'm wearing a regular and it fits me really well.
Well, the reason why we wanted to do the different lengths is if you wanted it to look the way it is on me, it's a little bit of a tougher hem. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a straight across hem. Now, bonus is I washed these last night as well. So for any of you who bought the sporty nylon, I did. I threw it in the washing machine and I hung it up to dry. When I took it out of the washing machine, it almost dried right away just from, I left it on the spin cycle and it almost dried just from doing the spin. But when I pulled it out, it had like wet spots on it. It wasn't completely dry. So I was kind of afraid that it would water stain, but it did not. So it was good.
Yeah, it's
All
a really
good.
Irish, like airy fabric.
Yeah.
So I think that it really does do well in a washing machine.
Yeah, so you don't need to go out dry cleaning every single thing. And then, did you want to try her with the pink?
oh yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Right.
cute with the pink.
For sure. I mean, you can slip them on. They're, before everyone else, they're not her size. So
I have
Yeah.
very small feet. I have
Yeah, those are 39s, but that's okay.
that's okay.
It's
It's more
okay.
for like, it's more for the
for the
look.
visual.
You know, really to show people that you can play with color, and I know this is something that we really like preach here, and so, but Grace is actually someone that does this all the time. If you check her out on Instagram, if you want her to style you at the store, she definitely has a great handle on color play, and I think this is like the perfect example of that.
I just like these are, for me, this is such a jewel tone, and
Yeah.
it's really great. So like that's why I paired it with this to kind of play
Take
it
it
down. But this is just a beautiful pop because they just really contrast well together. Again, with jewel tones. Even a purple will look beautiful.
Totally.
Yeah, I think in terms, you know, when we talk about clothing being functional, it's like everything you wear should have a function, and the function being like this top is a perfect one for either take something down a notch or to take it up a notch.
For sure.
So if you're wearing the jean, like just even an old pair of Levi's, because you've got the detail of the sleeve and everything, it immediately lifts it up. And that's what those low-key tops do.
Totally.
Is they're like so super hardworking. And then with that, you're so chill. And even if you got like one of those completely ambiguous invites to a holiday party,
Which like we all get.
Yeah.
I think that is like the new attire.
Well,
It's like
yeah.
dress however you want, like winter wonderland garden party.
yeah, and I'm like,
Sure.
no. So this is definitely a hedge your bets, like the ultimate hedge your bets. And then I'm wearing it obviously fully in a dressy way, so I'm wearing it with the strapless little top here. I've got my bra on, so it doesn't look strapless, but it is. And then I've got the Liam here. And so for me, I've got the heel on, the gold sandal. So I'm going out to dinner. I'm not going to walk around my house this way during the holidays. If I'm in the home, this is what I'm all about.
So good.
But if we head out to a restaurant, which we're not, but if we did, this is what I would put on. Right. Let's check out Stella here.
Let's check her out. Here she is. Here she is. So Stella is wearing the circleback sweater dress from Winter Capsule. And it's really just like a nice slim fitting, all around great dress. Again, back to that whole point of functionality, dress it up, dress it down. This is a great foundation, a great base layer that you can literally work any accessories around. We paired it with the brown Freddy boot just to kind of play up again those neutral tones. I love a black and brown combination, black and navy. I really think that that is such a great way to make an all black look kind of feel less harsh. We paired it with just like a green translucent kind of trendy earring just to like make it a little bit more fun and holiday. And then do you want to share with us the back? Turn around. So this literally Stella this is what she wanted to wear. But a practical girl. But like it just goes to show like you can wear a sports bra underneath and it looks just like you're wearing like a black spandex crop top. And honestly from this far away it looks like it's part of the dress. So you can either wear it backless if you need more support. Don't be afraid, you know, to wear a crop top, like even a bathing suit top. One with a clasp on the back, really cute, really easy. And again, you know, I think this is appropriate, definitely PDW. She's going to work in it, maybe she's wearing a Liam over it, she's going out to dinner, taking the jacket off, and then, you know, for an evening, she's probably putting on a tight and a metallic heel. For sure. Yeah. So should we go? And then speaking, literally wearing the exact same, oh, she's taking off the shoes.
Oh.
I literally wearing the version. Oh, so this is
a good catch.
This is
Yeah.
the pillow. It's like a pillow back.
The
right?
Fraser.
The Fraser, and it has a pillow back here. Makes it very comfortable. So literally, I would suggest Stella simply trade in her boot for this heel, and she's on her way.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And for those of you who do feel like you do need to wear a bra, I would say that despite the open back, this is totally bra friendly. I personally would probably opt for a thinner back strap, but it looks thoughtful. It's kind of an interesting detail.
Totally. And I don't think anyone's gonna be like, oh, we can see your bra. Like it's very clear that this
If it's
is
out,
It's
it's
very
on
clear that
purpose.
it's on purpose. Like you're not like, whoops, I made that mistake. Like everything has a purpose here.
Absolutely. It all has a purpose. All right, so let's read. I'm going to read out another one. From my granny glasses to do it. Okay.
You want me to discuss
Guys, what are we giving away here?
it? You guessed it.
Socks. We got socks. We got alphabet socks. Okay. All right, so the next winner of the alphabet socks, she says, oh wait, this is one she has read, right? Okay. A CP means that I can express myself creatively through my clothing. How I carry myself, what I show on the outside represents who I am inside. To my core, a creative. It's also my job to inspire talent around the world. I love thinking that how I dress may inspire others as well. Sometimes making us think outside the box, outside our usual same old comfort zones or personal ruts to feel fresh. Some creative Pollyanna pep in our step, a quirk, a weird, fun bit, a way to bring our creative personality on the inside out a bit more. I am now a global CCO. That means she's a big shit. I also appreciate the pragmatic side. I can't show up like Bjork in a stork costume to work or be too showy just for the sake of it.
Wow, great reference.
I can't show up feeling like I'm trying too hard, and yet I need to make sure my clients, my coworkers will take me seriously as an executive, but a creative executive, and thus a CP. It means I understand the business of creativity. So, wow, I know, we love that. That was amazing. Yay. You get a sock. You get a sock.
Well, do we get some?
Yeah, you get socks. You will. I don't know, we'll get it. All right, come on out. So, hello. This looks so good.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Holiday, definitely perfect for the holidays. So
And definitely a 12 mower too, because I think if you were at a beach location, put on the bodysuit and a flat sandal in Miami, and you would have been good to go. True that. You're like, should I have packed it for my man?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, so scintilla skirt.
Yeah.
What bodysuit is this?
This is the scoop back bodysuit. So there's a really nice back detail, and this is available in like a red color and aquamarine. It just came out with Resort, and you know we kind of like this long sleeve reveal in the back because again, like you're getting a lot from the front. You really don't need extra material ruching or any deep V's. Like we're getting the point, but I think just in the back it's like an unexpected detail, and then. You know, I originally wanted to pair this with a black sandal and try to was like, I want something with a little more color.
Or just like
Just
a
fun.
change from the black. So we did the
So we did this nice maroon.
Yeah. Which I think adds a cute touch to it.
I think it adds a cute touch. I think the fishnet tight adds like another visual, adds a different texture, and then I think the fact that it really is all in kind of this foundational black color,
And,
non-color.
You know, we don't, Tara, will you come up a little bit closer? Because we don't talk about makeup that much, but like your makeup is so spot. You and Grace actually, like you guys in the lips.
They both have
I just
red.
freaking killing me. I love it. But this is like just so gorgeous because you've taken the time. You're made up, but you're not like made up.
Right.
It is so effortless.
At first I was like, excuse the red lip, but I think it's cute and you know, it adds a cute holiday. It means it's holiday, so it has a holiday taste. to
Well,
it.
exactly. And so when we're talking about holiday dressing, that's the thing, like, really let what you want to feel guide the decisions. And so, and that's what, like we're saying, even if it is the unambiguous party or the ambiguous party, or if you are just at home with your family, but maybe putting on that red lip makes you feel like it's more of a moment,
Right.
then go for it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. That's great. Thanks. Okay, so let's bring out Grace here. Oh. Yeah, I don't have on a red lip, but I do have on
A red snood.
Red snood.
red snood. But I love it because, listen, I'm not wearing it with my eyes poking out. Like, that's not me, but
With this lapis earring now.
yeah, so. Wait, do you like it with the lapis?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it looks
really
good, right?
chic.
Yeah.
So, options. And guys, I'm not wearing the right bra for this, so I would choose better. But this is what the back looks like. Sometimes too, if you've got a low bra and a hair clip, that's all you need. Because just know this trick, like if you bring in the bra strap and secure it with a hair clip, then you're good to go as well. And even though these are flat, I still do need a bra. It's gross without it. Okay. You don't even want to go there. Like, have you ever seen something about Mary when the lady next door?
Oh, she just
Yeah,
comes out.
that's how I feel like sometimes. So flat is sometimes not so pretty, but anyways. But I do like. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, so Grace is wearing the new style of sweatpant, and we only had a small for you, but I like the small one.
Yeah, it actually fits really well.
I like that.
It
Yeah,
actually
move
fits
up
on
to
my
the.
lips.
And
For
so,
you guys.
actually, I love the way it fits. So it's making me
That's
think
how
I'm gonna size up.
That's how I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And it falls really straight. I love the zipper detail on this.
Because the zippers are asymmetrical. So you've got the zipper on the inside here and then on the outside on this. So it just gives a little asymmetry happening.
Yeah, and I mean, it with the Brooks, but you can definitely dress it up, just kind of elevate it just with a small heel very quickly. I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, because I think if you were wearing the little Godfrey over there, he would look really nice with that.
Yeah.
And then you're wearing it with the Italian sporty nylon.
Yes.
And so this is a lot of you guys write to me about this fabric and you're like, can I wear it with sweatpant? Can I wear it with my other nylon, Stella nylons, which is a different type of nylon? The thing is you can just wear it. You just wear it whenever you want to wear it. And then you don't overthink it.
Yeah.
That looks really great.
I also think just if you want to spruce up, just like the gray sweatshirt that I had, this is the same silhouette, just a pair of jeans in the sky, and just
So
because
good.
of the fabric, it's just a really great contrast.
I
So
love it.
this really has a lot of styling potential.
I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna do another sock.
Yeah, what are we at?
Yeah. This is our last socky.
Sock 5.
Sock 5. Wait, do you want to read the sock?
I'll read the sock.
Okay, read out the sock.
Matt's been
This
waiting
is a
for this
long one
moment.
too.
Oh
So.
boy.
Okay, wait, get up in there.
All right. Being a creative pragmatist means I always feel myself. I'm considered in what I buy and wear, and want my style to make me feel something. It means liking it when someone whose style I don't admire criticizes what I'm wearing. It means even on my blurred days, I don't feel embarrassed to bump into someone I know at the grocery store. It means my woofs give me room to experiment with the wild pair of shoes I viscerally crave because it makes me feel new. It means when someone I've never spoken to before comes up to me and says, I love your style, we end up talking about how we both follow Tibi and Amy on Instagram. True story, this happened at my work Christmas party.
Aww.
It means I know the difference between appreciating someone else's style and knowing which parts are for me, and more importantly, which parts aren't. It means I've finally found the words to describe why I love getting dressed every day. Beautiful.
I know.
Beautiful.
I know.
Really
I know, like I'm
fun.
telling you, there were 600 submissions and it was really, really hard. You get a pair of socks, yay!
2 pairs.
Yeah, so I think, and you know what's great too, Matt, when you were reading now, like I was thinking, well, is there something I couldn't remember? Is there something in there that is going to be like so singularly female or something like that? But the thing is, like all of that applies to anyone. It really does. I mean, this is what came through so loud and clear when we were reading the submits from you guys. Is it really, even though we have all those other words like chill modern classic and right, the vocabulary, it really, the whole idea about creative pragmatism is the whole ethos of it. It's your being. It is really tapping into the creativity. It was interesting yesterday when I did the post about who gets to be anointed a creative. Like, Sarah, you've been in the industry forever, because a lot of people wrote to me, and anyone who'd been in fashion felt really terrorized by fashion people because it was such a place where like either you are a creative or you're not.
Oh, yeah.
It's such
Vicious.
it's such a label, but I find that as you get older, you're like, well, who in the world gave them the authority to like hand out these blue ribbons for
Totally.
creativity? And there's another book too that's really amazing that my dad bought me when I was in my early 20s, and it was called The Artist's Way. And the whole thing was really just embracing the idea of being an artist. And I know that in anything that you do, allowing yourself to be called an artist or creative is one of the hardest things to do. It's so silly, but I think you also you don't want to come off as like a narcissist or anything like that. And so, when I've told you guys to really think about what your adjectives are, I think this really plays very strongly into the idea of when you think about how to describe yourself, don't think about it in the way like, how would your friends? Some people were like, I'm going to go ask my friends.
Right.
I'm like, do not ask your friends unless they're on an IG here, because clearly we're all like talking on the same level. But really feel comfortable about writing down the things that you're really committed to owning for yourself. Not even being a creative, but just committed to like allowing yourself to be called a creative. And I think that it really struck a chord yesterday about it. And maybe it's because I was telling my husband that we were somewhere where someone brought their child out, and someone went up and was like, "You're so pretty, you're so pretty." And I thought, when I was little, I would not have responded to that at all. Like I was, if they had told me that like I was the best at catching tadpoles or something, like I'd be like, yeah, if I could like let the boys, Cameron Chadron in 3rd grade, pull my hair the hardest like he did without crying, I won. Like that was it. That's what I wanted. But I think that so many of us have this notion that that's like perpetuated so much through magazines and everything, that like the end goal is to be called pretty, or that all women, that the first thing out of their mouth is, I want to be sexy, And that's what I was telling Max last week. Like if sexy is Katharine Hepburn, okay, I'm totally there. Like,
yeah.
If that's what you mean by it. But if not, I'm not interested.
Right.
So I don't know where I'm going with all this, other than to say that we are winding up on another year of all of these IGs, and to have received those submissions was just amazing. I'm sharing them with the whole team. Byron's actually thinking about what kind of artwork he can turn this into, because I want other CPs to have a chance to read what everyone wrote and not just the 5 that won. So with that, should we read the one who won? Okay, all right, so this is the big one. This is the winner, and this one, you can go on the site and choose socks, but it's probably not what I would choose if you can choose anything.
If you could choose anything,
Like, I love it,
Like
but-
socks were high on my personal list,
Yeah. But it wouldn't be
but
like
it wouldn't be fur.
the first thing. So this person, and I'm going to call you Emily because I think that's your name. But I love what you wrote, and so I'm going to read it. So someone calling herself Emily wrote, "Creative pragmatism is to embrace the nuances and contradictions of your nature, which to me means loving poetry, but also excellent grammar. It's the thrill of adventure and the cozy comfort of security. It is expressive individuality and cultural aptness, a thirst for the new with an appreciation for the classic. It's a passion for color, form, art, and paying my mortgage. It is deep curiosity about my time and place from a powerful sense of who I really am. It is ease amongst complexity. It's tucking a great pair of pants into socks because it makes sense on the street. It is crispy nylon joggers and a statement earring. It is heart and intellect, plus a dusting of Pringle crumbs.
Love. So
It is something I understand more about myself because of Tibi, and I thank you."
that
was
that
amazing.
was so good.
So I summed up in way better, more eloquent words than I've ever been able to use to find to express it. So we appreciate it, and we love you guys, and this has been another amazing year. And in the words of Tracy, who is our head of design, who never comes on, she was like, "I can't believe after this long, we're really doing something that has a really meaningful impact. These are not, no one wrote in that you guys made me look pretty at the party." And I love that. So we love you guys. Thank you so much. And Emily, choose whatever you want on the website. If we have it, it is yours. I mean, one item. So, to be clear, but knock yourself out. I don't know where you live, but we will get it to you, and we will hook up with you and let you know the details. And for you Saki guys as well, same thing. All right, guys, have wonderful holidays.
Happy holidays.
Bye.